You know, we've been talking for about 13 minutes and we still didn't
So
touch
let's get done. But
any
going back
of the
now.
greats. Let's fall forward now to
Mhm.
the legendary Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Tell us of your experience with the icon, the Prince of Reggae.
I would give thanks to the man who they call Bubblers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Bubblers Carlton Ogilvy, otherwise AK Bubblers. And he was the one who asked me, am I interested to come and work with Dennis Brown at the studio? And I said, yes, I don't mind. I don't mind. So I did it, and then that's when I first met Dennis. And
What was he like?
wow,
What was he like? Was
it was
he?
cool. It was cool. He never, he heard of me, but we never met before. But I saw him at a Church of Israel dance. That's when I greeted him. I was nervous, but we still greeted him. I said, don't get too nervous, man. Don't get too nervous, man. The shit me hot, dunks. And
Wow.
then he was singing the song, we are going on a summer holiday. The tune that he wrote that. And then from there, I accidentally went into the voice room. There was a piano there, and I started to drop Emmanuel.
Wow.
And when I started to drop it, and then, so just say, don't let him down. Ooh. It said, hey, boy, hey, I don't know what is going to come. And that's how I got the job.
Wow, wow.
Just like with Twinkle Brothers, I played one of his bass lines, and that's how I got the job. So the same thing with Dennis, I got the job.
Wow, wow. You was talking to me, Black Steel, a little earlier on, that after you met Dennis and he did a number of gigs in the UK, he decided to invite you to come to Jamaica. Tell us a little bit about how was that for you?
When he said, hey, Black Steel, I'm going to invite you to Jamaica, and I went, I was speechless.
A dream come true.
I was speechless. Yes.
Continue. So tell us what happened after that. Did it really happen, as you say?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did
Tell
happen.
Us how
and
it
then,
did.
He said to me, make sure you're there, my yard, 4:30 in the morning. I said, 4:30 in the morning, but that's a bit. All right, don't argue. Okay, I'll be there. And I was there.
4:30 in the morning. What happened when you got there? Was he up already?
There was no light or nothing. So I knock on the door, and I still knock on the door, and then I hear, Oda. I said, it's Black Steel, and then it was his wife, Yvonne, opened the door for me, and then I said, that's a bit late. No, that's a bit early, man. But still let me in. So I sat in the sitting room, and while she go back to bed and go back to sleep.
Wow.
And then by the time they rise up now, I might if I use the bathroom, wash my face and everything. And then when it hit around 10, we're ready to make that move to the airport. Our flight was about 12, and then flew to Miami first, and then from Miami to Kingston.
What you did when your flight touched down and you're now on the soil of your mother and father?
All I was looking while I'm up in the air, I'm just looking away. Jamaica. It's just excitement kind of hit me. But it was in the evening, because we landed in the evening, and then by the time we landed, and then...
What you did, you told me you did something as you got off the plane.
I got off walk down the steps of the plane, go down on my knees and kiss the ground of Jamaica, of my parents' homeland.
Wow. Was that a bittersweet moment? Was that a bittersweet moment for you?
Oh yes, it was.
Wow.
Because when Deepa said to me, said, you want to check into the hotel? I said, yeah, I'd love to, but first we need to have just to have a nice drink of coconut water.
That's what
so Errol, my trombone player, Errol, he was there. So Errol invited me to this lady who's selling coconut water, and I just drank first one. Can I have another one, please? And I said, feel much better now. And then I said, okay, I'm on my way to the hotel now. Go in, sat back, and the only words whatever to come out was I had my CD ready cassette, because I always carry it with me to listen to music.
Yeah,
there was nothing, no TV, nothing in the room, but it's nice, though.
You remember what year this was? You remember what year this was?
1989, my brother.
1989. Well, we're talking about 31 years ago. That's a long time. That's a long time. So I know
And
you did a number of stints with Dennis and so on, and then Mr. Babandi.
Yes, Babandi is another one.
Talk to me about that meeting.
I don't know what in a sense what got into me, but when Janice, my professor was reasoning with Janice on the phone, and then the next day they came down, and then I was just exercising my fingers on the bass, and when this person came in, and I'm like, oh, Randy, I didn't say nothing, and then I start to how can you feel when your baby's gone? He turned around and went,
it was taken aback.
He smiled at me, and I played him another bass line. You see, the more you give to life. And he said, my brethren, he never knew me. He never knew my name until I introduced myself to him. I said, my name is Black Steel. I work for Ariwa. And he said to me, you have got a very gifted multi-talents, man.
Wow.
And then from there, Professor has been keeping in touch with me. And I said, you've got a job to back Babandi. And I said, yes.
What was the first place in London that you performed with Icon? You remember your first concert?
I would say it was more before, it's in the same year with Dennis Brown because he didn't have no more shows to do.
Okay.
So I said, okay, the one we played at was at, was Poland.
Okay.
Then France and Helsinki in Finland, and Finland's a very nice country too, and they really love
very supportive of
the legendary Studio One legend himself. You only come to listen to him, no other artist but him. So and it was absolutely.
You were sharing, before we got on this interview, you were sharing a very special moment, that Dennis Brown and Babandi was slated to perform on the same event.
Yeah, that was at Tudor Rose. Tudor Rose. We all studied. That was in late '89, early '89, or mid '89, and True Bob liked our harmonies.
Wow.
He have to beg Dennis if we can back him.
Because you're Dennis Brown backing band and harmony singers, etc. We understood.
Well, I would say I was more of a backing singer for him.
Right.
At first it was with Rough Cut Band. No. And then after that, now that has changed now to Light Parks and We're the People.
Okay.
That's right.
Wow.
And then from there at Tudor Rose, Dennis.
He was a little iffy, and then he said 5, right?
That's all right. That's all right.
So and the rest is history.
We did it all hard, and that is history because we did it all heartedly at Tudor Rose. And then when people loved the sound of the harmonies, that really gets Bob.
More
Bob
into it.
Bob would have kidnapped us, he would have kidnapped us to work with him. I'm saying, no, he would. And then no artists do that. No artists will steal me away from, just to work with them. But come on,
Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to get my viewers in. We couldn't really cut before now, but we are talking about the legendary Errol Nicholson, aka Black Steel, an astonishing, remarkable young man, I must say, who have played with the likes of Alton Ellis, Babandi, Dennis Brown, just to name a few. He's been there on stage. We're going to be sharing photographs with you, and you'll see the catalog of events that Black Steel has. The passing of Babandi. Where were you and how did you get the news?
I got the news Was it? It was a phone call, I guess it was first. Let me know. And then, but first I did see something on the Facebook. It says, "Rest in peace." Rest in peace. Bob Andy, rest in peace. What's going on? Until I heard, yes, it
The
was
official
true.
report that he passed away.
He passed away.
How did that make you feel, knowing that?
Oh my gosh, man! Oh gosh! Whoa! I was speechless. I was in tears
Wow.
because we did the last show, and then I have not seen him since then. And he did, you know, when I was backing him, but he did continue from 2009.
To keep in touch with Sean.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
powerful.
I was very speechless. I was in tears. I was crying my eyes out. Man, that is my bona fide hero.
Wow.
Thanks, you know, for him to. I mean, it's sometimes I'm saying it's very difficult, you know, to talk more because he is such a great legend. He used to joke with me, laugh with me. We all had wonderful, beautiful, best ever times working together. But I just couldn't believe what I heard, and I was very speechless. And then I started put up some of the music that I'd done with him. That was in 1988.
Wow.
Again, and that was the only album I'd done with him. And then from there, I just downloaded it and put it on the Facebook.
Wow.
And that's and he said in the spirit, you don't worry about it, Black Steel. Just keep following my footsteps musically. And I said yes, in the spirit. Yeah.
What a footstep it is to follow.
Oh yes, it is.
Massive.
But Marshall Griffiths feels it more because them two were
inseparable. Right.
They were inseparable, absolutely. Because it's a pity that they couldn't
done more tracks. I mean, they gave us a lot, but
that's right. But I really have to say that Bob Andy, otherwise Keith Anderson, aka Bob Andy, was the best songwriter. He even sung a couple of cover songs, you know. But his original songs just drive me crazy, drive me nuts.
Drive the rest of the world crazy. Ironically though, Black Steel, another icon to the name of Delroy Washington actually passed away on the same day that Bob Andy passed away.
On the same day as Bob.
And he's a friend of yours. Tell us a little bit about Delroy, real quickly.
I worked with him my first time in Liverpool with Twinkle Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he performed, but the people were waiting for one song that people would know, what the people know already.
Yes.
And he didn't do it. And that's why he was singing boring songs, you know? He was singing boring songs, and what people were waiting to hear was Jawanda, Jawonderful, Jawanda, Jawanda, Jawonderful. That's what they were waiting for him to do.
But you have a wicked voice there, the Black Steel. Your voice talking. Yes. Because I was waiting to hear that.
I heard it when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it when I was 15. I was still at the private school. First I was sleeping, and then I hear.
Yeah.
And then I wake up, a couple of minutes. I said, we crawl up against the television room, and we just went, that looks like and then until I realized it was Delroy Washington.
Wow.
That time was younger.
Yes.
And he really tore that tune down. And then the morning I woke up, fresh up and thing, and then I was singing, Jawanda. This is just a chorus, Jawonderful.
Yeah.
And he said, please, would you please stop singing, please? So I worked with him in Liverpool, and then again I worked with him in Devon. Now in Devon, the crowd loved him there.
Wow.
Because he's just always talking about Bob Marley. Always talking about, because him and him brethren, because they were like together. I don't know the full story.
The extreme of it, yes.
But it didn't sink.
Yes.
My mind was just elsewhere doing my and sound checking, and it Maccabee was on the bill with him.
Okay.
But when he started playing, the crowd loved it.
So let me ask you a question now. What would you say is your all-time favorite Babandi?
With Delroy?
No, Bob. What's your all-time favorite with Bob? Babandi now.
Babandi?
Yeah, that's your all-time favorite. I want to hear. All right, I'm gonna ask you over. Let me ask you the question over again. I want to hear your all-time favorite of Dennis Brown. I want to hear your all-time favorite of Delroy Washington, and I want to hear your all-time favorite of the Maestro.
My true favorite one was "I've Got to Go Back Home."
Okay.
That's with Babandi. And "No Man's an Island."
Dennis Brown.
And my bona fide Jah Wonderful. So that's my only favorite number one tune.
Okay.
Because it was a hit.
We've been talking now for half an hour, right? I want you to use this 2-3 minutes and speak to the Jamaican people and to people of the world in regards to how it is to treasure the music, treasure the icon, so that when they pass from here, we'll have this glory of experience that we can teach on to our children and our children. In your own words, Black.
I'm just like Bob Marley when he says, "Boy, I'm not so good at talking, but I hope you all will understand what I'm trying to say."
Yes.
But I just want to say to my people of Jamaica, my people, family, relatives, longtime friends, legends, you name it. All I want to say is that you all tried to keep the music and keep it going. We must not let it go down. We must keep it up same way and keep pushing to it. Because right now, our true legends, then Max Romeo and all them, are still touring, but they can't tour right now because of this coronavirus at the smuggling. Right. And I know. So with culture, Joseph Hill's son, Kenyatta Hill, who is my cousin. Bless you.
Really?
Bless him. Yes. Joseph Hill is my cousin. Yes.
Right. Great. So the lineage is there.
And it goes on, and then the people from all over the world who loves reggae music, keep supporting it for the rest of your life till we all go, and before we pass going into Zion, and then you continue and don't ever stop it. Keep going with it.
Thank you so
much. Because reggae music, ska, blue beat, rocksteady is forever.
Forever. All right. So if people want to find Black Steel, Errol Nicholson, Black Steel music, tell us how we can get you on the.
Well, the only thing you can do is just to go on my Facebook, because all the history is all there. If you click onto photos, then you see a name says Black Steel, the multi-talented musician. You click onto that, sit back,
and enjoy,
and just enjoy. And there is few videos that I've done way back in the years. They're still there.
Wow!
Because that's just to see what Facebook, what it can do. It can really give you fame because people just love your photos. They all love my photos because they see where I'm coming from.
The archive is there from then until now. Like Lee Scratch Perry said, everything starts from scratch. So
that's from scratch.
From scratch. So I want to say, man, on behalf of us here in Jamaica, I want to thank you very much, Mr. Nicholson, Black Steel.
It's a great pleasure, my beloved Claude. It's my great pleasure.
And this is impromptu, we didn't expect it to be like this. We had wanted it to be maybe a one-on-one sit-down, maybe in the future when
it could happen next year. It could happen next year.
If everything goes well, because we're not sure of where this Corona girl is leading. We're still in the denial stage, the unknown stage, and so on and so forth. But I have to say, you have been remarkable. Your knowledge of the past is still clear.
Thank you.
And we are happy.
And I just want to big up all the other artists in the UK. Because I said again, I big up Carl St. Clair. Because I'm going to say, Carl St. Clair, thank you for letting me join Aces. Thank you so much for that.
Wow.
I really appreciate it. And, and I always big up Barry Howard, who's the old member. And I'd love to team big up Boom Donovan with his big song Brexit.
But Boom Donovan is a friend of mine too.
He's my cousin too.
You lie! Boom Donovan is my friend.
His last name is Green. Because my mom's maiden name is Green. So
wow.
It's a family. True connections with my grandfather.
Wow.
Our grandfathers were really bad man back in those days.
Yes, girls, yeah.
Yeah, so
all right.
I just want to say thank you all, and to all my children who followed their dad's footsteps into the music, especially Marlon, Jacob, Sherelle. And I was very happy because it's in the blood. It's in the blood. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood. Thank you so much for giving us this wonderful over half an hour we've been talking here. It has been a pleasure.
It will be more in the future. I always have a lot to say. And again, big up my professor. Boom. Because we always big you up. You see you?
Thank you so much.
And Joe Ariwa, bless you, man, every time. And the whole crew. Come out, Carl Melody, everyone that no matter who I've missed out, but we big up all of my musicians there. Everyone of them.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
I salute you.
All right.